This is a video about graphic legends and symbols and groups. This is a graphic legend and it's on a sheet layer in a multiplane viewport. And this graphic legend is reporting one instance of this single symbol named symbol 3, and you can see that there's a 2D view and a 3D view. Some users want to bring symbols in as groups, and there's a perfectly valid way of doing that by converting symbols into blue symbols, which is a symbol option, which I'll show you in a second. So let's just have a quick look at see what this symbol, what this graphic legend is doing, because what a lot of users want to be able to do is to show groups of objects that have been symbols in graphic legends. This is technically not possible, but there is a very simple workaround that will make it perfectly legitimate. So let's have a quick look inside this graphic legend. If I was to select it and go to find legend source, define custom source here, and I'm going to just ask it to look for anything with the record format 1 attached or present. And at the moment it's found one object. We'll come to this section in a minute. So we got this format 1 record. If I go to the resource manager and select this, you can see that format 1 record is attached to it in the resource manager, and it's named symbol 3. I could put this sim name, which is basically inside asterisks. That asterisk is for no other reason than to make it completely clear. And another field called do not count, true or false. That's a Boolean field, and I've set it to, by default, to be false. Each one of these symbols has the requisite format attached to it. So the first thing I have to do is to put these objects in as symbols. So I'm going to select both of those objects and edit symbol options, and I'm just going to take off this convert to group. And they go back to regular black symbols. Okay. I've set up this layer here called hidden. And this is just a private layer for you or for me, and no one else is going to need to see this, and it certainly won't get published. So I'm going to add each one of these symbols, doesn't matter what order. And I'm going to now recalculate. And you can now see that my symbols are arrayed down the list of that graphic legend. And there's a quantity of 1, quantity of 1, quantity of 1. I'm going to go and select both of these, because these are the ones I want to convert to groups ultimately. I'm going to select each one of those, or both of them together, and go do not count. I'm then going to run this again and go recalculate. And the blue one has gone to 0, and the red one has gone to 0, and the green one remains the same. So now I'm going to go to a blank design layer, and I'm just going to turn off grey others and go to active only, so make it completely clear that we do not want to see the hidden layer. And then I'm going to select those two and go edit symbol options and put them back to convert to group. And then I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to bring in a symbol, the actual symbol. This is not converted to a group. Select it, and when I go here and recalculate, you can see that I have now got one instance of that symbol. Okay, so let's do the same thing with our group. So I'm going to bring in a red symbol and it's going to be converted on insertion into a group. And you can see that in the object information palette. That's a group, but it's got the data record format attached to it. Now, I do not want to go do not count because I do want to count this. And if I was to go like this and go recalculate, you can see that I have a quantity of 1 shows up. So let's just put in a couple more of these. And you can, in fact, you don't have to bring them in like that. You can then duplicate them. I can duplicate them just as easy like that. And then when I recalculate, I get the correct quantities. So I have 1 of those, I have 2 of these, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 maybe. We got 4 groups. Okay, so clearly we got a symbol on the hidden layer that hasn't been turned to do not count. So I go here, do not count, and then recalculate. And there we are. That is the right value. So back to design layer 1, and there we are. So that's how that works. So what's going on inside the graphic legend, because there's a certain amount of stuff going on in here. So I'm going to, first of all, double click this and I go edit cell layout. Let's just take a look at this. I'm going to select it, and this is as simple as it can be. This is going to show the symbol name, and it's going to report the symbol name of the original symbol that it's looking for that has got the format attached to it, and that is the symbol that is sitting in your hidden design layer. I'm then going to go to this one, and this is a little bit more complicated. If I go here, I've got a small worksheet formula, which you can put into these perfectly easily. All worksheet formulas just need to be put in inside a WS worksheet with an underscore there. And also you need to have a hashtag on each end. Okay, so if you ignore the value part, I'll come back to that in a minute. Basically, what it's saying is if the format 1 do not count equals false, then count. Otherwise, put a 0. Now, in order for me to actually do some counting, I have to actually convert that text into a number, or the resulting text into a number. So you have another worksheet formula that goes value, and you put everything inside a bracket and a bracket there as well. Now, what it's doing is if I was to just turn this off and go show multiple values and go here and then go here, what it's really doing is this. So it's going to show 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0, 1. Okay? Which is basically telling me we've got 1 of them, we've got 2 of them, and we've got 4 of the green ones. If I go back to here and go back to here, and I go show single value and sum the values, then all those ones will be added up. And press OK, and that is the result. So we have 2 red ones, 4 green ones, and 1 blue one. One more thing that is going to help this graphic legend is if I go to define legend source, you can see that it's reporting by sim name. It's not reporting by symbol name, it's reporting by the sim name, which is this format 1 sim name here. And it's also going to sort by that sim name as well. And that's really the reason why this works. And that is how you show groups from symbols inside Graphic Legends.